Astralis map pool, and coincidentally enough, at least on Overpass, despite it being a loss for Astralis, who was performing? Who was at the top? It was BlameF and Config. We've seen them carry this team before on this map. We've seen FURIA also struggle, as noted by Bleh. What's gonna happen? Time to find out.
Well, you just said that Astralis are gonna win.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
I will say FURIA will win.
Score?
Today's FURIA is different. It's gonna be 16-1.
All right, let's see it, bro. Buckle up, folks. Here we go. Glaive hunkering down within the sandwich. Lucky towards Ticket. Serves up a good distraction. Headshot. Just the one. Lucky's going to allow for them to push out forward. Still, we got smokes down in the inside of the site. And Safe's trying to fight around him. We've got a player pinned behind Firebox. We've got guys leaving, but look at this bomb, bro. But the bomb, I mean, they can't leave.
No, it's a lie.
They can't leave.
But they're trying to draw the rotation into Caserado. See this? They're coming to clear this out, and Caserado's still on the site. God, FURIA are so smart. They're actually going to come back to this. I mean, we'll see if it gets cleared. Dude, that's a free frag. They pulled that rotation in by leaving it around. How smart are these guys,
But
man?
they don't know about Zipix.
Yeah, they actually... Oh, now they do.
Now they do. Zipix.
Oh, wow. Oh,
you can't miss those.
He's so low. Lucky is so low. He can't win this.
You can't miss those, Chief.
Oh.
Peeks out into the 3.
How smart are FURIA, man? That was sick.
Yeah, pretty smart. Pretty smart.
How can you have to respect the fact that they just left a ramp with what looks like everybody. That is just, that's special. That was such a good move. I love that. I mean, it's not even one of those things that, oh, and they randomly push. That's exactly what would happen. Like in any situation like that, naturally. You come to clear out Tetris.
I believe they say hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. And, well, I thought that was going to be the one round Astralis win this game, but...
So 16-0.
I'll still give myself a little extra.
Yeah. No, thank you, sir. I'd like to hang on to the one. It's a nice, strong start, though, for FURIA. I mean, just outbrained. Outbrained.
Wow. That was awesome.
Could have helped.
And that's FURIA being creative, but not in an aggressive way. I mean, the opposite.
Right?
Yeah.
There are layers.
You got a name like Art. You know what I mean? At the helm, you got to be creative.
There are dimensions to this T side. It would have helped if Zipix had got a kill. The bomb been dropped right there on Firebox.
When Art misses a shot, everyone says fart.
Yes.
But when Art calls a play like that, everyone should say smart. Not as funny as fart, but...
Well, it's still a thing. Will it catch on? Probably not. But you can try. Rob will try to catch something too. Hopefully not a nade to the top of the head. There is still one on Zipix with the scout in his arms. Drop starts to activate into connector, but look at that. Oh, Glaive slides outwards. Picks up the Galil, only to be caught by safe top mid. Bomb plant on connector end. And Yuri peeks from Palace. Really clamp down.
What?
Clamp down hard.
Hard. Like a panini press.
Ooh.
Don't you have one?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. You said it like, ooh, I've never thought about a panini press, but you actually have one. I need one.
Yo, y'all sandwich or what? It's just better when the bread is warm.
That's a fact. No question about it.
So FURIA 2-0 start.
Unless you try the smart bear.
Okay, yeah, but it's not a sandwich.
Open-faced sandwich, I mean.
Don't let the Danes convince you otherwise.
Yeah. So...
Rookie, P250.
Like Prof said, Art's going to try to get in window at some point. He will.
He's not going to try to get into window, Mohawk.
Oh, right.
He's going to get into window at some point. And then once he does it, he's going to do it again.
And then?
Again. Again. And then eventually Astralis will lose. At least that's what you told me.
This is their good half, CT side.
Right now, I'm not seeing anything to convince me otherwise. We've got a man behind the Ticket. Config gets a USP kill. That's something to talk about. But we'll forget about it quickly because we move on to round 4 where there will be guns on both ends. Go.
Go. Buy him up. Any ops? Now, Landfig is present.
2 ops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Config and Lucky.
Landfig is present, so he's going to be playing Cat, and his frags come from holding down top mid, and that's pretty much where Config is. He looks like one of the best players ever, so with him playing this well, we'll see what happens. He's going to make his route into the ladder room. No one swings on top mid. Some pressure towards B. I actually like the rotation in from the other opera, actually. Lucky comes through into the market window. So no ops on A for the time being. And FURIA work on the outsides of the map while maintaining a minimal amount of pressure inside mid. Just keep them guessing.
Hanging on to a little bit of grenades as well. 3 smokes and incendiary for Astralis. Glaive, you're getting curious. What's in here? Nothing. He's on the other end, though. In abundance.
The setup isn't too compelling right now, but the smoke comes in at a great time.
Tries to take a fight. Oh, they give a chase to him.
Oh my god.
They put out their own Molotov right thereafter.
I can't believe they did that.
Lucky's still looking for some impacts. Hits that shot. That's 2 players walking wounded on the side of FURIA. But Lucky's also dodging bullets. They're whizzing all around him. Yuri also tagged up incredibly low. So this is one of those rounds that could end up being one of the what-ifs.
Where's drop?
Here towards mid.
Wait, there's one.
He hears the footsteps of Blame F moving around in jungle. They've got a player already atop of the stairs. Blame, he is locked into this corner. Headshot from safe. Lucky further wounded. Bomb plant on the other end. Look at the health on the side of FURIA. How are these guys alive? Not just alive, but successfully winning a 4th round off the back of this. Safe's gonna give himself over to Xyp9x, but that's just the evacuation plan. Run for the hills as Drop will look to get ahead of the save. The last player with HP, but again, a question of what if. What if somebody could just tap into any of these 3?
The only thing I didn't like was that Glaive was alone. Yeah, he had the smoke, which was great, but there was no one playing with him. Now, you know, like a regular setup, you can have somebody playing solo A-ramp, but when there's that much pressure, and they kind of felt like there was, and Glaive searched out the A-ramp, if there was another rifler beside him, it could have made up for, you know, a run-out ramp play like that. Or Glaive could have played in front of the smoke, and somebody else could have been watching Palace. But it didn't feel like they had perfectly complementary positions. Lucky could have also, and I guess Lucky was slow because he actually rotated over back from B, and that made things weird. But FURIA found the gap. They ran right through that A-ramp smoke on a weird timing, and Glaive is just mad. Because, of course, if he stood in front of that smoke, he would have had a big advantage. I'm not sure what their read was exactly, but maybe they just felt like, we need to do this now, and if we go through with 2 people, we can trade this.
Well, they were right.
Yeah. Didn't even need to lose one.
Still gathered the plant on the side of Connector as well, so that was always safe. We've seen a little bit of a consistency with Drop playing bottom mid so far. Just kind of flirting around that side of the map.
Yeah.
And it's worked really nicely tethering into those A plays. For the record, 66 HP for the four surviving players of FURIA.
That's crazy.
Not even 25 average each.
When Astralis look at the board, they just see 4 alive.
Yeah.
Damage is nice and all.
Ultimately, that's what the economy is going to reflect as well. Can't forget as well, though, Xyp9x, he was shut down at the very end of the round, found out by the drop underpass to apartments play. So that shaved away even more of the few tools that the Danes will have here in round number 5. Op on config. MP9, scout wounded quickly. This is not an ideal world for the CTs to start. And that smoke grenade that's inside of apartments is really just a test for Drop to see if he's confident enough to peek around it. It fades and there's nobody there. They're just playing Xyp9x with a scout in market, 14 health. Config gonna make the move.
Oh, the leg!
Bro, he shoots him in the knees!
God.
Come on.
Oh, so unlucky with some of these shots.
Just a kneecap showing. Config's gonna try to run this back.
Oh, they're gonna enter.
Yeah, this is still doable, albeit unlikely between the scout and the opera of Config. And they're starting to stack up on the cusp of the apartments. He connects another shot. Remember, he's got one wounded as well.
Oof.
They trickle out down on Van. It's going to be very difficult for him to get a multi-kill from this spot, and Safe's making it even harder by taking away his teammates. Nice flick from Config. Tries to jump to cover. He is just on one.
God damn.
9-1.
9-1.
I would love to see the shots that he manages to pull out this round because he bested Xyp9x over towards market.
He got 2.
That was a clean kill against Config.
Safe is insane.
And Yuri's going to end Lucky early, but I mean, you mentioned it. You know, we kind of very lightly pressed on it in Overpass. Safe has filled the shoes of Henny better than anybody else.
Yes.
And Henny on Furia was one of their very best iterations.
Definitely. He played the best. He was one of the best players on the team. He was playing his best CS. Hard guy to replace, man. Henny's a extremely good player. I mean, I think it's for extenuating reasons that he doesn't continue to play on Furia, unfortunately. I think that was a bad career decision. Of course, that doesn't mean that it's a bad decision, but I think it's just great for Safe, and we have yet to see anything from Safe really. He's still so new. So
fresh meat.
Yeah, they're gonna be feeling good about that.
Currently prime rib.
Just trying to work up to Kobe, or
we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll give him a bit more time.
Dry age him.
Yeah, dry age. Yeah, exactly.
Throw him on the trigger.
But we got guns at the very least here for Astralis. Again, slow start to the first half of Overpass. We still got to see something from them. Second half was just nearly non-existent. So for the better part of this series, it's just been Furia with nothing but winning ways. Smoke over towards the Palace to cut off one of the 5 as Furia go full on into this A site. They set it ablaze. And Glaive, ready. Didn't quite catch the shadow, sees the utility, so he knows they're out. But nobody over towards Ticket. So Glaive's the first person to shave something off of the play. Art, caught by Lucky through the smoke. And another shot.
So close.
Man advantage here for the CT side. Caserado able to cross over, bomb in his hands. And again, because there was nobody on Ticket like Lucky has been consistently, we now have a post plant that Furia can fall into. So despite this being a man disadvantage, despite the damage being substantial, they still carved out this little piece for them to still work with.
And Caserado has all of default to work off of, which is a strong place to opt from.
There's a flank on ramp.
Oh, he'll spot one. He has to be careful about his HP, and...
Yep.
Okay, Config will take him out.
Drop incredibly low. Nade could end him.
Oh, Yuri's gone.
Ooh, that's 6 off of the 9.
Okay.
And Zipix gets there in time. We've got Astralis on the scoreboard.
Yeah, okay, they pull it off. Just well-timed flank. Yeah, no, Furia made that very scary. Of course, they still only had 3, and 1 was so low, but Astralis had to work for that. They still pulled it off. God damn. It's so nuts how many legs, there's so many legs that have been shot this game.
Yeah. So,
aim higher,
Right, just shoot him in the gut.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the head.
Yep.
Shoot him in the chest.
Yep.
Shoot him in both legs.
Yes. Yeah, if you shoot someone sideways through the legs, they should die.
They should. Hits them twice.
Yep. I'd die.
Yeah, you would.
Yep.
Scientific fact. But listen, I'm not going to get excited for Astralis just yet.
Why not? That was good.
It was good, but it was also, banking off of the back of some smoke shots here and there. We'll call it that little something special. Whether or not Astralis can replicate it, we're about to find out. Healthy purchase, of course, so that's always a good starting point at the very least. But Lucky looking for something. Oh, and Art gets by.
Yeah.
Like you said, every timing, Furia are 2 seconds faster.
A little bit faster, but he could still, incidentally walk into the scope by accident. Lucky could hit a flick. And Art, are they going to try to double peek? I mean, he's in a really deep angle, but okay, he'll fall back.
Like it.
Oh, misses his. That was close. I think he, played that well. If he had stuck around, he max gets 1 and then gets traded. In this situation, at least he gets away with his life. I think that Furia were trying to do some kind of fake to fast connector.
Bad flash.
With their early ramp smoke and flash over A. But bombs in Palace, man.
Ooh, nice nade.
Art doesn't care how much HP he has.
Nope. Art plays like he has 100 health all the time.
No matter what.
Oh, almost caught Zipix on the jump.
And he just made the presence that he wanted to. Again, the bomb is in Palace, so he's trying to scare him.
We'll really have to keep an eye on the rotates. You can see the Ticket player in Glaive kind of flirting with the idea. He knows that Murder Hole is open. The connector player's not been able to offer too much.
Are they going to volley under Balk is the question. They have 2.
Drop's already extending outwards. 35 seconds left over. Blaine just looking at his speed. Config. Nice.
Oh, not bad.
Second kill with the bomb down to top him. And Caserado, well, just the 1 kill here. He's trying to find further footing as he looks to extend out ramp, but a 4 versus 2 looks very healthy for the CTs. Caserado knows that he's being swarmed down, and sure enough, we've got Glaive to make the difference. So despite Art's best efforts of pumping his chest, puffing his chest, getting that attention towards B, it's not enough.
Yeah, they did well not to rotate there at all. Yeah, keeping Glaive in CT that entire time when Art was putting on that much pressure. That was a very tricky round. I feel like that was like kind of a quick double fake. I don't know exactly. I haven't watched some FURIA in some time, but they put out the A ramp smoke, put some pressure to spot the cross, threw 2 flashes over the ramp, didn't have anyone there, and I think we're maybe trying to make it look like they're going to dive connect or something like that, and then ended up having Art push up into B with players inside of Palace. That kind of confusion can, you know, really get it over versus a lot of teams, but they were super patient about it here. I think maybe the one mistake for FURIA when they were scaling was not just simply mollying under Balk first.
Yeah, right. We see it coming later, and it was ultimately the death of Config, but Lucky's going to look for that fast action in apartments once more. Utility forces him back. CT side with 2 rounds in a row. Looking to get this party started, but they've still got some money to cut through when it comes to FURIA. That early success clear in the rebuys.
Glaive floating around on the A site. Lots of T's nearby, although they are doing this very quietly. The bomb now going back around to spawn. As they start to walk down middle. Again, another very tricky setup. See if Astralis can figure this one out. Are they going to go on both sides of the smoke here?
Oh, blame F. He's not careful. Yeah, he's got players running right at him.
Oh man, they just ran.
He offers nothing. So much damage being done though. The T-side HP just dropped. 3 kills in a row through walls. That's a spam fight and then some. Zipix jumps downwards. He's got the bomb and another player right there.
15 seconds.
And there's just so little time between Zipix and Lucky. That's a lot of clutch.
Yeah.
And Yuri,
he's got
5 seconds. He has no chance at this. That was just a total calamity.
Damn, that's
all
crazy.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere.
I don't know why the bomb got caught or why, if it was so late or what the deal was, because obviously they ran up connector and they were as a pack at that moment, so maybe it was on the wrong guy. In that situation, of course, the bomb could have gone Palace, but Safe was the one opping Palace. They probably intended to keep him there. But either way, that's the critical frag. They do a good job of exploding onto the site. I love that Drop takes this fast play up, and it looks like Zipix is the one to catch Art. Turned around inside a connector, dropped the bomb forward. So that was Zip's key moment. That was kind of a sick round from FURIA, though. It was close.
Yep. Felt like it had just like that one instant of a boiling point, and in this case, it spilled over to Astralis' favor.
Oh.
Zipix falls away from the apartments. Ooh, nice little labored spray he gets there. He's got support as well around him, or at least he had in the past tense. Config killed to the headshot. Zipix, yikes, it's getting hot. But he still manages to get away unnoticed.
They know he's here because he got a kill, right?
Yeah. Oh, they find him. Drop. Sticks the Galil barrel to the side of his head. Glaive trying to catch one, but the apartments player just saw overtop that smoke. And all of a sudden, it's FURIA flooding into this B site with nothing but kills, one after another. And Lucky stranded in the marketplace. That was a pace.
He's getting trapped too.
Yeah. Pace and a half from FURIA.
Man.
An electric round.
I don't know how you feel, but I feel like FURIA are actually so...
He's gonna get knifed.
Oh, no. Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh, a classic. No, with the op delivery, and they can take that. They get the extra 1,500 bucks. Round 1, dignity stripped.
Oh, no.
That, man... I don't know how you feel, but this is so unlike anything that we've watched so far in Kato, and it's just so nice to watch FURIA again in general.
Right.
But they look so crazy, man. I love this. The tricky thing they do here is, you know, everybody is jumping out of window on their entry pathing, and FURIA they're not mollying Van, and they're running across. Some of the nades and the pre-flashes and different things that Astralis are doing are all to catch the guy coming out a window, but instead, because they're taking that atypical route, jumping over to Van, Astralis are letting them get a lot more space than they expect, and they're just kind of taking their time with it and then dropping smokes in the middle of the site to make things even weirder, and they are just everywhere, man.
Yeah. This is that kind of Furia that, you know, it's very clearly their style.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see them with 2 new pieces and be able to apply that style and not see either of those new individuals feel kind of like out of the mix. You know, it's not the core of Furia doing what they do and then the other guys trying to play catch up.
They get it.
They have a 5 that know how to and can handle doing exactly what Furia do best. But we get the flash over top of the connector. Blameth eats it.
Oh, he eats Lucky's flashy. He has a timing. Lucky is supposed to flash so he can get back to connector and take that peek, but he peeks sooner because of the footsteps.
And Art gets through the window as we know he will.
Oh!
Plus the kill. Down goes Zipix.
Zip
5
just
versus
got
3.
jump scared. I know he did. Can't blame him.
Flash doesn't hit the mark. Oh, Glaive trying to give chase to this. MP9 in hand. He gets it. He's also got the bomb.
Oh, the bomb. With the op. He could take that.
Oh my god.
Wait, does he?
What's he doing?
He's leaving it. He doesn't take the op.
Ooh,
Oh, he's so
waits.
worried about something in Palace. Maybe they just give it up then.
Ooh, dude, this one's getting weird, man.
I think that was his opportunity, but for some reason, he thought someone was in Palace.
This is going to come down to the mid-rounds. Who's calling what? Obviously, this helps that Furia have a
They
really
have the B
deep
side,
positioning.
yeah.
Yuri all the way through market, but this could actually put Config in a playmaking position. He's going to hear the footsteps.
I think they should clear this, yeah.
Drops coming as well. Config. Ooh, he picks up the fight. He barely loses HP. Now, at the very least, yes, okay, Market's already under wraps, but you've got a guy coming up, Cat and Glaive. Now, that MP9 at a distance, not favored, but if you can keep Cerato's hands busy, then Config can come attacking from the back.
Whoa.
All the while, there's still the question of when does Lucky come into the mix? Does Lucky come into the mix? Does he have to wait, of course, for Glaive to double back around with him? He's going to run through the marketplace where Yuri has been stationed for about 35 seconds, and now Glaive knows where both players are at, but what are you going to do about it? Furia got him down. Flank dead, Market dead, last guy dead, and Furia, round after round,
So good, man.
racking up this T side.
Oh, I mean, Astralis will be like, we should have won that, of course, but they played that mid-round so well. Config almost brought it back, you know, being very careful about his flank. They've got layers right now.
This is a sick Furia.
Yeah, it is. It really is. They were always fun to watch, but they always felt like the underdog. You know, maybe they can actually, you know, crack.
Well, I think what a lot of people would have
Their
forgotten
ceiling.
about is that back when the pandemic truly struck and we were returned to the online and you know, NA became just its own competition with EU and the regions were separate, dude, Furia dominated.
They were cleaning up.
They won everything they had to, and we were so ready as North Americans to just rally behind Furia when they finally got to return to LAN alongside Liquid. But when they came back to Europe, you know, everybody had a lot of catching up to do because Europe in its entirety just elevated the level of play with the CIS region being at the helm of it. Now Furia, have a quiet 21 year, so many questions around the junior inclusion and the Honda pickup, and we've just kind of been living in a world without Furia for the most part. Now, they are taking down a team that has had recent woes. We can't state as if Astralis think of themselves as the favorites for this event, but these are still capable players, and Furia are just playing with them. Beauty of a round as well. 5 guys up, Furia walk into the A site like they own the damn place. They spread out on the couch and say, get me something to eat, punk.
Yeah, they're in control for sure. Yeah, leave it to Furia to take a map like Mirage and make it look brand new. That's my favorite part so far about this match. And yeah, it is not a full strength Astralis, of course. Everyone knows that. But Furia, when they're at their best, they can hang and bang with some of the other best teams, and they also will make it look like this. This isn't just some special style they've got when they feel, you know, extremely confident. They stick to their guns, and just as I say that, they are literally just running all the way up A ramp, and Lucky misses a key shot there. That's his one opportunity to defend the site. I mean, he's not used to this.
Lucky from 0 to 100. You know, he's floating behind triple box. He thinks he's got a little room to work with. He thinks he has a little bit of time. But again, that internal timing, it's always off when guys like Art come running at you. Splattered on the back wall of the CT spawn within 30 seconds of round 12 starting. We've got Astralis running for the hills, and Furia are chasing them like hounds.
Yeah. God. always said this, but it's got to be so fun to play in FURIA, you know?
Yeah,
Holy.
it has to be. It really does. Especially when clearly it suits your style. Safe, 11 and 6, drop, hanging in with the boys.
Remember they actually pushed Gambit, I think, to overtime on overpass of that major too.
A 9th round on this T side from FURIA. Definitely justifying the map pick.
I definitely didn't believe in them as a potential for a top 10 team or top 5 team at that time.
Sure.
But now with the safe inclusion, I mean, they need an upper.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it too soon, but these days, man, these rookies are so good, so fast, and I feel like safe is just another one of them.
I mean, Kato 2022 has just been the evidence we need to see, right? I mean, if you think like Mouse Sports, for example, from the play-in, they pushed Vitality on 3 maps today. They clearly put themselves apart from the pack. And right now, FURIA are coming into the event at a later stage and doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
This will 100% put them on the radar of all the other competitors. And unfortunately, Astralis are the guys who get buried in the meantime.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, the Astralis definitely improved coming into this land. So this isn't, we didn't have super low expectations for them. In fact, we're just like, oh, good config continue. Blame F didn't even have a great match, and he was the most consistent, so he thought that would be good.
Yep.
Okay, config will grab safe to start this round off. That's nice. There's no A attack behind it. Oh, Art will find one. He's stuck. And okay, Blame F will make sure he dies too.
And nobody at top mid to punish Blame, so he can actually get away this time.
Lucky can go and try to scoop up a gun, and they want to challenge the middle, I think, while this might take place.
Bro, they just come running in.
Oh.
It's like they don't realize, like, sorry guys, you're like 15 seconds late.
Yeah.
They're like, no, hold W, go. And they get there without the bomb, of course, leaving that in the T-spawn still. So a fun little 2 versus 3, all right? Let's watch FURIA on the back foot. So far, they've just given us a lot to talk about. And now we have to see them slow things down at least for a little bit. But Blame F, speaking of slow, 2 kills in the half and blasted by K-Serrato. Config tries to trade him right away, but he's very worried of Palace.
K-Serrato knows Config's out here, so can't help but feel like he's going to be careful. Let's see if he gives him the frag.
Meanwhile, poor Lucky, only an Eagle.
Ooh.
Big pickup from Config.
Huge round.
Yeah, figuring out where K-Serrato's at. Let's
Lucky
see it
didn't get a gun.
Young drop on the play. 18-year-old inclusion. Sprays there. Half his health is gone, but so be it. He's got Config to try to deal with. Already coming up from Catwalk. Great grenade for 30 damage, but Drop's going to lay down his own utility here, and that's Config down to 75. He's able to just sneak back around the corner. He doesn't know where Config's gone off to. Config's USP is enough. 4 kills from Config, from 8 to 12 in a very critical round, because if Astralis have a T-side ready for us, they still need to do enough in the first 15, and a 4th round win, that's a something.
Yeah, they'll take it. Another nice attempt. Good awareness from Drop. Nice frag from K-Serrato. But Config just, dismantled everybody, starting with safe. Some great moves. And again, Planfig is real. He has been consistent throughout the event so far.
Oof, that kill from K-Serrato. Good thing Config was sharp with the op, because if not, K-Serrato could have opened the A site as well. Bomb hadn't yet overcommitted towards B. Options would have been wide open. And I feel like if you're FURIA on this T side, they are still. 2 more rounds to play out. You can see the economy plummeting for the T side, but so be it. There's only 2 more rounds to go. 9-6, best case scenario for the CT side. Certainly not ideal, but certainly not yet over.
Art gets ahead of this Molotov, looking for the jump spot. Oh, he'll see one.
He even tracked him as he unscoped.
He's looking for the fallback, and doesn't see him cross back into the site. It will only mean so much, but I'll just make sure he can't get back to Van. Oh, wow.
Second
timing is beautiful for safe.
Beautiful. That's Glaive taken out of this one.
They're going to test B. I mean, they drew out a lot of utility early on over on this side of the map. You don't get that back. Config, could he make the move that they need? Caserado just checked underpass, so there's a timing for him.
Yeah, the timing's perfect. Oh, he's just got to turn his attention. Look at this lineup. He sprays 3 down. Config through the doorway. And through that door, FURIA fall. Ooh, tries to snap it downwards. Talk about timing.
That's nuts.
A mow down in the apartments.
Could have been a better player, I think, to pull that flank off, hold that spray down in the game today. Big rounds.
He's the only person trying to keep them alive here on Mirage.
Yeah.
And he was one of the only people of, let's say 2, maybe 3 on Overpass with BlameF next to him, but he's lost his comrade in arms. BlameF 2 kills in comparison to the 15 of Config. They're gonna go for the top mid push, looking to fight it tooth and nail. Config trades 1. That's an art team kill in the middle, so man advantage established. If you can't kill them yourselves, make them kill each other.
With that, the position distills. Bomb goes back to A ramp. They still got one inside of Palace. One full kit of utility and an extra Molotov hanging out on Yuri. Potential for a lurk here. And Config goes searching. Again, some late round insurance.
Making a deep play, but as he goes forward, the underpass player comes out as well.
Oh, now look at the Palace.
Yeah, this gives them numbers on A.
Lucky's holding on. I mean, this is weird. I mean, they know that Palace gets abused a lot here by FURIA, but are they watching it? They got one on default, and default goes down.
Yuri just snaps it down on him. Lucky, he's gonna lay down utility. The underpass player could find a fight with the catwalk guy, but there is still this consistent threat in Config on the ramp.
Yep.
He has been the one and only for Astralis. They'll find their bomb plant, but he'll finish off the planter. That's gonna bring the connector guy out onto the stairs and drop. He finds Lucky over towards the ticket. They know that Config's already making his play, but Config, dude, he is doing everything. He will be shut out by Yuri, who's looking to make the difference, who's looking for the double digits, and who's looking for Zipix. He never finds him, but he feels him. A 6 for Astralis. Not once in this first 15 did it feel like the Danes had control of the map, and yet they still walk out with 6 rounds. Every piece of Astralis.
Yeah, definitely. Besides Mr. Configuration, Config with a K, Confidence with a K, Killa, the Berserker, Spearman. But that was Astralis' good half.
Yeah.
On Mirage, and FURIA owned. I mean,
ain't that the truth?
So we'll see. I'm so looking forward to seeing safe CT side opping here on Mirage. See if we're in safe hands.
Where do I sign up? Right here, right now. B stream of Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. Day 3 of the event, day 1 of the group stage. And we're already seeing sick potential out of a lot of young players and new pickups, fresh rosters. BlameF, finally. As many kills in the first half, right now in this pistol.
Oh, wait a second.
They're gone.
They're going B, but Safe is actually rotating up through. And the rotation's coming this way too, so you know they're both somehow ending up on a big flank, but the bomb is getting planted for Market, and they're watching CT. So
yeah,
Art is only on 1 HP, but again, with Art it doesn't matter.
Ooh, there's a confirmation on 1. Glaive knows he's already made his way out from the van. Doi. Under pressure. Molotov goes too far. Unless it's meant for that bomb. There comes back the peek from Blame F. Come on, Blame.
There we go.
Give us something to talk about. Art.
Fart.
He's saving. Art doesn't.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I know. I don't know.
The names must be wrong.
He dyed his hair. Is that Nafany?
It must be mixed up.
Twist?
Art doesn't save.
That's strange.
Jokes aside, impossible round to win. So go ahead and keep that little bit of half Kevlar. Astralis win a pistol, and I don't think it's really an exaggeration to say that they needed that one.
Also, just want to say I don't see Lucky. Lucky was just opping CT spawn like every single round.
Dude, just standing behind Ticket
but
doing nothing.
He always does that. I think that needs to change. Just just grinding on me for matches now.
Okay.
Wondered why that was happening.
Maybe he can step it up. Blame F gave us something here in the second pistol after a very slow first half, just as slow as Lucky's.
Float a bit, you know?
Yeah. Listen, dude, everybody can play a T-side on Mirage. Everybody's supposed to be able to play a T-side on Mirage.
Wow. You really got some airtime on that.
Right?
I saw someone do the shooting grenade thing more consistently, actually. Yeah.
I'm very much behind it. I'm a big advocate for, you look in the sky, you drop your grenade, you hot, like a cowboy, you know? Quick draw, shoot that nade across the map.
Clint Eastwood. And you could use an R8.
Ooh, scout shot missed. That looked on him.
Yeah.
In my mind, Safe hits that.
Yeah.
But luckily for you guys, we don't live in my mind.
Wait a second.
Art's got a kill versus config. That's a big one. A little sketchy. Glaive will still be able to manage. Lucky's MAC-10 also succeeds, and at least that time the scout shot connects, but so does Zipix back the other way. Glaive close on jungle, 2 CTs right here. And what's the cross? Blame's the cross.
Bomb has been planted.
Glaive's the connector player.
Art gets another one.
Unbelievable.
Another
kills.
one?
We gotta cue those up to the replay, dude, because I don't know how he's pulling those ones out of the hat. But in the meanwhile, we actually had Glaive change position. What was once the connector player becomes the jungle man. And Zipix all the way over on Ticket. So as FURIA start to piece together this picture, or rather struggle to piece together the picture, they're gonna have to just let this one slide through. So Astralis, yes, there are some casualties here, 3 players down, but at least it's just the 1-round lead and a T-side start they can be proud of.
And not just the ego. Or half force up loss.
Right.
And a little upgrade at the end. Nice move from Glaive. They actually jumped out of window together specifically to clear Glaive. After he peeled back a bit. And he vanished into the night, into the tall grass to never be seen again.
The jungle man. 2 pistols still here for FURIA, but they've got enough to make things wild. Especially this guy right here, man. Art.
Yeah.
Feels like he's really glowing with these new teammates, this roster and their map pool.
Yeah.
Fan of the AUG as well, it seems.
Someone's got to carry the mantle for Vinny.
Right? It lives on. Yuri, what's your play? Gonna overface on ramp? Get real close to him. Feel their warmth. Or maybe just their fury. Half his health is gone. F, same boat. Zipix contains the spray. Beautiful second headshot there, clearing Safe off of the bomb site and dealing with a couple of the weapons. Glaive through smoke as well. That is the cherry on top of this A hit. Look at this. They're shooting guns through smoke, dude. They don't want Quesarado to get his paws on it, but he will still and escape. 5 players alive for Astralis. Now that...
It's kind of random, but sometimes Xyp9x gets crazy entries.
Yeah.
And
you like that?
honestly, Xyp9x needs to find a way to have more impact on this roster. So if that means trying a brand new role or just something a little bit different, why not? Because he's not clutching like he used to.
No.
He's not got that same aura. I don't think people are as scared of him anymore. And he's probably not quite as confident. But we are back on LAN, and even LAN hasn't really saved Xyp9x, so that is one thing that doesn't really follow with the conversation about him. It's just a general, slump with him a bit. So, but yeah, maybe
there were rumors
maybe you could try something else.
That a poor performance here at Intel Extreme Masters Katowice could mean that Xyp9x gets swapped out. There were rumors out there.
Was there
There were rumors.
the replacement player in the rumor?
No. Just saying that he needs to perform well.
Okay.
Those are the rumors.
He is positive right now. That's good.
It's a start.
Oh.
Guns up here for the CT side. Quick pace from Config.
Oh my god.
Oh! That one's
Okay,
sharp.
buddy.
And he knows somebody's in connector. Can't spray into Yuri because Quesarado lends a helping hand.
Nasty.
That was sick, dude. Like an electric sliding headshot.
Safe can't even be mad about that.
Dude.
He can't
Safe
be,
doesn't
but
even know what happened.
Yeah, he doesn't even know. That was the fastest possible way to clear that angle. He ran from spawn all the way to the end of Cat without stopping.
Trying to earn a spot on FURIA, maybe.
Or it's up to bat.
Playing the op on ticket, much like Lucky did. Here comes the execute over the top. Smoke grenade's a part of it.
Hit him.
Yep. Lucky wounded, so is Art. Pummeled through the ticket, barely alive at this point. Just throws the Hail Mary nade and sends Quesarado forward through the smoke. There are flashbangs around it. He tries to push, works well. Xyp9x is dead. BlameF's got Quesarado pinned down by triple and half his HP gone. All 3 of these CTs over towards ticket are incredibly wounded. And at this point, you'd think maybe Glaive can come in big, but Droppy's gonna find him from the other end. And Lucky, oh! He's helping out Glaive, who just got wrecked through triple box. 2v2. And we get this long wraparound from BlameF. BlameF in the clutch, it needs to be doable. A tap on the bomb, and Lucky, crisp. Oh! Couple of headshots from Lucky, sends him to the slots, and sends Astralis to the lead.
That's the position for Lucky. That's where he gets all his rifle clips, huh? Well done. Nice round there from Lucky, from Astralis overall. Again, that crazy shot from Config to kick things off.
That's the individual level kicking it up a notch.
Yes.
Config's opening, 2 clean kills from Lucky. Not to mention we had Glaive there under pressure, also find another kill towards ticket. Yes, the player's wounded, but still.
Yeah.
Look at this second one, bro.
FURIA were really good with their HP in those positions. Like, we keep seeing them get away with low HP, and that's because they never actually commit when they're that low. They just find a new way to attack. They are so slippery. Like a wet panther.
Like a wet panther, okay. All right. Not like an eel.
Well, we had an eel for a low K, dude. Ouch. Well, at least there's a chair so you can take a seat.
Oh, Quesarado felt that one a mile away. I bet you he called it to his teammates. He said, guys, once I 1-deeg this noob, we're going to win the round. And of all the people to rock like that, it's Config. Config now just on the sideline, freaking drooling. He wants revenge. He's going to have to wait for the next round. And we'll see what they even buy. If FURIA can cause the upset. A deagle's a deagle.
45 seconds, the 5v4, even though there's just pistols, with this op behind it, it feels like if there was some kind of way to predict this, FURIA would just be 50-50.
Flashbang?
Oh, he's struggling for that one. Safe gets enough. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the big pickup.
Well, now he can jump up.
Yep. But does he? Xyp9x gets attacked from the back.
Yeah, you got hit.
Lucky's now just on 5 HP. He gets tapped through smoke.
Jesus, Safe, man.
Unless it's Xyp9x with the 1 versus 4.
He can just get swung on now.
You're going to think the triple ticket. That's it. The victim of it,
Bro,
FURIA.
Safe is nasty, bro.
Quesarado deagle kickoff.
Yeah.
And then Safe on the ticket booth. That's the impact. That's the impact that we never got from Lucky when he was opping from the same position.
Yeah.
That right there is a contrast and a half.
Yeah.
FURIA, ooh, what a robbery.
Cleaned his clock. Look at this. Even gets a tag through the box.
Right back to a tied game, 10-all. Art lining up utility. Nobody had gone for the early cross. Luckily for Astralis, yeah, okay, they're not bottomed out in terms of economy, but dude, when you're already giving up so many rounds to FURIA, and you finally had a little bit of momentum, that one's really gonna leave it stinging.
Let that one stew.
Giving quite a bit of room to work here in mid.
Gonna take it towards A, and they don't. Well, they don't molly him out.
Oh, dude, that's easy.
Oh, he just runs at it. That's so funny. Gets out of there. There's a couple in connector. That's the keys for safe to take it now.
Ooh, but Zipix brings it back.
Yeah, he's in a good spot, however, and Caserado will find one. I don't think the bomb's there. Yeah, it's still got to go towards A, and Blame is smoked on the ramp. Safe. We'll get a kill. Yuri chimes in. This is a
Nice
lost
move.
position. And, oh, Glaive will actually
Fakes it.
duck out.
Cat player falls back, smokes it. Glaive in the 1v3. Caught from the top of stairs. Now that is just perfect positioning.
Yeah.
You get Caserado on the other side of Murder Hole. You get that close play from, I believe, what, Yuri on the smoke on A ramp.
Yeah.
Just everybody catching off a player from the T side, and that's the difference at this point.
Yeah.
FURIA back to winning ways with the 11-10 lead.
Ladder room is the key spot, especially versus connector control. If you're not going to play directly in there, and yeah, Art, you know, could see their plans as soon as he got that first kill. That was it. So FURIA will, you know, set themselves up properly to take a 2-round lead. Astralis with a little tactic towards the B site. Let's see if they can score a plant. Yikers.
Yeah, that's about how it feels. Blinded. Ooh, Caserado easy pickups. The last two looking to join them, but there is no success here. Caserado, 4 kills versus Measly Pistols, 12 for FURIA, and now the CT side, that's momentum starting.
It is, yeah. That's a lot of money that they make,
Yep.
not dropping any players there.
Damn. Caserado, 23-10.
Off a 4-pistol, 1 op round. Into a save for Astralis, no call attack. Their last one of the map.
They just don't have the individual level right now, man. Blame is nowhere to be found. And he has to be a key part of the storyline when it comes to Mirage, right?
Yeah, he's actually... I'm not going to call this... You know, he's had such a consistent... Since joining Astralis, so consistent online, again, everything. So this is just a bad couple of days, unfortunately, at the wrong time for Blame. Trouble in paradise here for Astralis.
Yeah, feels that way. Also feels like they're far from paradise. Haven't been for a while.
Trouble in hell.
Yeah, right? It's getting hotter. Config, top mid. Art just rattles some shots off. Wouldn't mind seeing what Astralis have for us in terms of a B hit, but doing it with more than just the pistols of the last round, maybe. First, middle control. Well-timed nade, but poor Glaive, dude. Half his health just gone. At the very least, Astralis establishing middle control and then throwing a smoke grenade for the top of connector. So that could definitely lean into the B split, but they're still flirting around here. Not looking to jump the gun, not looking to rush this to their own demise. Bomb doubles back through apps. Connector smoke gonna soon fade, and Config's met by utility as he gets ever closer on catwalk.
Look how they're covering for safe here, so he can just stay up here the entire time. He doesn't have to look at A-Ramp or Palace. They're watching it. This opens up so many powerful lines for the op to work with.
Yep.
Into connector.
He's being set up to succeed. We've also got to push up to the apartments, oddly enough. That was from Art. Oh,
okay.
Getting config off catwalk and clipping Glaive at the bottom of connector.
Jesus.
Blame F doubles it back from the jungle, though. If he can get the kill inside connector as the underpass players come through, then maybe they can get this A site rolling. But we can't ever forget about Safe, because he's been on top of Ticket this entire time. And a missed shot does open this door ever so slightly. 5 seconds to spare, but we've already got a CT standing right here on the Tetris. And he's not able to get the second kill because Lucky keeps this alive. It's a 1v2. Oh, but the bomb gets stopped. Quesarado just robs it away from Astralis.
Oh, he makes that happen, and now Blame's the one that can't fight. That's 13. Wow.
What an action-packed moment
That's
from
crazy.
both directions.
Yeah, seriously.
The Tetris lock-in that nearly works.
And then Lucky gets the 2 kills.
Oh, only to
Quesarado
die to
has
Quesarado.
to get that kill, yeah. That's ridiculous. Oh, there's only so much you could do about that. Such a good setup, though, on the A site, just to compare Astralis to FURIA and Art with that second M4A4 kill on Glaive. That was an instant first bullet headshot.
It's 4 rounds in a row for FURIA.
4 pistols and an AK here.
24 frags for Quesarado off the back of that last clutch. Art opens up. Oh, he gets a second.
God damn.
Blind through the smoke.
Safe is a beast.
He just doesn't miss. We've got Blame F from the apartments trying something, but it's all just falling apart, and the Danes are left in shambles as FURIA take flight. One round after another, ever closer to the 2-0 sweep of Astralis.
I use the same mouse pad and mouse as Safe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it look that good? No.
It's about, it's something else.
Look at this one, dude. Oh! Obviously, just, I feel like Safe is just, he's set up so well.
Yeah, and he's so composed. I mean,
yes, exactly. Just
his
confident.
shots are so clean.
But I think a lot of that composure comes from the way that he is set up. You alluded to it 2 rounds ago when he was trying to deal with the connector slash cap players. His teammates are covering everything for him.
Yeah, they build around him, yeah.
And it works wonderfully.
I mean, what happens? You sit in Ticket and somebody's just floating around the site. What's going to happen to you? They're going to smoke you out, flash you, maul you, spam you, and then you have no counterplay.
And, you know, we talked about...
You got someone watching a ramp, watching Palace, and suddenly you can, like, stand in front of connector, top a Ticket for 30 seconds. I mean... That's how you put your opper on.
We mentioned how Lucky kind of struggled in the same position, but I also don't think Lucky was set up nearly as well to succeed.
Yeah, they basically had Glaive floating around and then Lucky just sitting in Ticket over and over again.
Having to hide half of the time. Astralis going to try to just come in with the full-on A exec. They've got a late floater through middle. Yuri onto the Ticket, Safe outside of connector. Smokes land all around them. And you know Art's going to get into some shenanigans. But they really don't have a read on mid, so...
The setup is pretty great, too. Let's see if they can interrupt it. They've got to do something tricky. They can get the bomb down the 5v5.
Not bad.
Oh, they get up connector.
Yeah, it's looking good. Yes, it is. Config sticks the AK to the back of Safe's head. And we've got a little life from Astralis. It ain't over yet. That was cool. Config's routing through smoke, kind of getting past, seeing that site's clear.
Yeah, it was right 15 seconds. As soon as Zipix gets to the top of connector, that smoke goes out, and then they could both clamp down.
I love the way that Zipix didn't overweight in middle. He didn't take too much time. You could see that the way he just tucked into the corner of connect, not even looking for fights, the way he tucks into the corner just kind of scrambled FURIA for a second. And in that second, Config also finds his chance to strike. So with 3 CTs up for FURIA, it's an 11th round.
Yeah, that's good.
It ain't over till it's over.
But the 3 save and still lots of money to go through. FURIA, I'm sure, are feeling fine. They try something new. That was actually a position where if Safe just stayed in his spot, Zipix would have walked into it. But they got a little bit nervous about the exec coming in behind him. Glaive trying to figure out how to keep the little momentum that they have going.
Stern look from Blame F, who still finds himself on the bottom of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Config trying to carry them, and Xipix, well, he's right there. I got to give credit where it's due. 17 frags at the moment, second most successful player for Astralis.
He's fighting for his life.
Exactly. Also for Astralis' respect, Config gonna try that slide, but this time Safe
he's
gets
not
the
gonna let
better
that
of
happen
him.
again, yeah.
Yeah, he's way too ready. Double op as well from Art.
God damn. They tried that same play.
Yeah. And they wanted to split it into a quick B hit, but now it's the last three players from the T side falling back.
Complete call out. A complete call out off the tech pause. The idea is the exact right read. And of course you're gonna run into the second up. One's been enough for FURIA.
Yeah, well, Art just wants to make sure he ends this. Put it in the perfect place at the perfect time. Most importantly, executes with conviction. What's left for Astralis? An attempt at this A site. Now the bomb is all the way in the back. And they've created a little bit of a shroud here for Blame F. He's working with the temporary cover. Safe's not going to extend into this whatsoever. FURIA well aware of the possibility. You know, give him connector. Let him have stairs. Yikes. Well, Xipix fumbles with the mid jump. Molotov's going to call out K-Serrano, but dude, if Xipix had just waited, then maybe it's Blame F to burn him into the open.
Yeah, that was miscoordinated for sure.
100%. Lucky's going to miss his jump as well, still catching Art off. 20 seconds left for this one. Crucial movements being made here from the young gun of Lucky, but he's going to round the corner. If he doesn't check right, drops got him. Bomb on the ground, and FURIA standing on the finish line with 4 map and match points.
Yeah, they're pressing against the finish line right now. It's not looking great. I think you highlighted the most important part there. I mean, there's a tactic that they, first of all, it was so awkward when they tried to get Xipix into the window. They had to use an extra flash. They get him into that position, and Blame throws his molly at the same time, which just tells you they are not communicating well, because that molly would have been enough to force him out into a terrible spot to swing. And Xipix coming into the window, if they know that somebody's there, I mean, he's comfortable watching window and letting someone fight. I would take that fight every day of the week as a CT. It's the molly that would have made the difference.
Not the mistake you can really afford when you're already facing a 3v5. And Art back to his catwalk post. We haven't really seen guns at B for Astralis. If anything, you know, they've tried to set up that cat split once or twice, but well, we saw what happened last round. Art's going to be the front runner of the B hold. Ooh, nice little adjustment
so
down
careful
into Xipix. It costs him half his health, but so be it. 5v4 for the CT side as they look for the coveted 16.
Man, it feels like it's coming.
Yeah, this is just a brilliantly polished CT side from FURIA. Smooth as a pearl.
Such fun CS. And not gimmicky. Really solid.
You know, excuse me if I'm out of tune, but also just a little bit unexpected. You know,
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what FURIA were going to offer us, and so far this level of CS, this isn't just the type of CS that bests Astralis. This is something that could push the limits of other rosters. Art going to kill Config, and desperately now Lucky and Glaive in with the 2v4.
And Safe is out here with an op.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's Art, of course.
Yuri, an eventual apartments flank. So even with this little bit of success coming through from Glaive, there is that flank about to hit him from the window. He does find cover in sight. Yuri gonna buy time. He's got this one in the bag, all wrapped.
God damn.
Tonight, it is Brazil with the 2-0 over Astralis. And depending on how tomorrow goes, they could be staring a BO3 in the face with a wounded Na'Vi.
Oh, man.
Now, in terms of electric Counter-Strike, that is a match that I am looking forward to if it happens.